it's really the way that spirit just dragged me, because I was coming on here to talk about the downloads that I've been getting the past couple nights during this Leo full moon, which doesn't pertain to anything that I just received through clairvoyance. But because I literally just got a message, I just want to start with that. Drag me. It's hilarious. First of all, anything that I'm coming to y'all about, any message that I get for the collective is a message for me as well. I'm a part of the collective. Bye. Drag me. Oh, okay. So they want me to call out. There's a lot of you being inauthentic, and the song I channeled was Complicated by AbrielDelaney. What the hell? Chill out, what you yelling for? Lay back, it's all been done before. And if you could only let it be, you will see. There's a lot of you worried about the trajectory of your life right now, or a situation that you're in. It could pertain to a multitude of different areas. So just take what resonates, leave the rest. But there's a situation that you're facing in your life in which you're showing up in an inauthentic way. You're overthinking whatever it is that you're doing. And it's just, everybody can see through you. Oh God. Oh dear. Everybody is seeing right through your charades. Very interesting. Yeah, it's like the people you might be, putting up a front with your friends, like, I'm good, I'm cool. Like, it could pertain to so many different situations, but you're not showing up authentically in your life, whether that's emotionally, professionally, in regards to a relationship. There's a lack of authenticity there. And what Spirit is saying is you're making the situation more complicated by not just being true to who you are and being authentic. If you don't know AbrielDelaney, Complicated, if you don't know that song, play it after, and it'll give you a lot of insight into this download. It's like, I just got reminded of a conversation I had earlier. This is just confirmation. So anyway, sorry. It's a lot of chatter going on all the time. Yeah. Stop overcomplicating things. Just show up as you are, and those who are meant to be in your life, the opportunities that are meant to find you, you will attract them by showing up in alignment with your true self. And it's not as hard as you're making it. It's really not hard at all. It's very simple. Like, just show up as you are. And you making a fool out of yourself. Shade. You're making a fool out of yourself by trying to convince people that you are somebody you're not. And they know who you are, and they like who you are. And whoever this is that you fronting with, whether it's your friends or like a partner, they actually like who you are. You don't have to front with them like they mess with you. You're getting in your head. Whatever job this is, like, you could have just applied for a job or a position, and you're getting in your head about it, and you're like, I don't know if I'm good enough. I am a robot. You know what I mean? Like, they like who you are. You have certain attributes and qualities that come naturally to you that are applicable to this position, and they find these things to be an asset. So there's no reason for you to show up inauthentically. So it's a lot of pump faking going on, and Spirit is saying, like, people like you, we made you for a purpose. We made you for a reason. We made you specifically as you are, how you are, to add to the expansion of consciousness. And if you show up in an authentic way, then you're hindering not only your own progression, but the progression of the collective in its totality. Thank you very much. I could do a whole video on that, but I'm just going to stop right there because I need to talk about the other downloads that I got, that I received this week. and last week because it ties into these. So, first of all, there are themes. There's a heavy theme of pertaining to father figures right now. Literally for the past couple of weeks, the father figure has been coming up. Father figure, father wounds. The masculine energy has been coming through a lot regarding the voids that many of us have pertaining to our fathers, whether it was the absence of one, the abuse of one. There's just a lot of energy coming up about the father wound. Hold on. It literally right now, like my throat chakra is closing and my heart chakra is closing. So there's a lot of grief around the passing of a father, the absence of a father, the losing the relationship of a father. It's a lot of grief that people are carrying. Oh my God. It's a lot of grief that people are carrying in their hearts around their fathers. And with my throat chakra closing, it's like it's suppressed. Like this isn't being expressed, or maybe you weren't able to express yourself to your father. Maybe your father suppressed you and didn't allow you to speak your truth, and he hindered your truth which has led to other relationships mirroring this suppression of your truth. It's a lot of wounded masculine energy coming through, specifically pertaining to the father or father figures. And one of the messages that was coming through a couple weeks ago heavily was about that. It's important to stand in your truth. It's important to express yourself. If you're somebody that has been silenced by men in your life, there's an emphasis on speaking up, unblocking that throat chakra, speaking up, and, in spite of what may come of that, whether it's the loss of a relationship, there's a lot of like anticipated, there's so much. Okay. So there's a lot of anticipated backfire when it comes to speaking up and speaking your truth, but irregardless, you need to speak your truth right now. You need to get that off of you. You need to get that off of you. Get that off of your spirit. Get that off of your body. Get that off of your energy. Like, get that energetic debris off of you. Speaking your truth. Speaking your truth. What? Speaking your truth. So that you free up that energy space in your body, because it's causing a lot of stagnation, not just like internally, but externally in your life as well. There was also a message coming through about it's either you or it's somebody you're dealing with. Somebody, and when I say you're dealing with, just somebody in your life, but there's been a lot of retaliation to the truth. There's been a lot of pushback regarding people speaking their truth. And I just want to say to whoever the shooter is, don't shoot the messenger, okay? Don't shoot the messenger. There's a lot of important truths being spoken as we unblock that throat chakra and show up more authentically, and we express our truth, and we are navigating through this blockage. There's going to be a lot of resistance to that. You could be somebody that doesn't usually speak up, or someone that hasn't spoken up in a certain environment, situation, job, whatever. So, or you may just be dealing with somebody that don't want to hear nothing. Either way, there's going to be a lot of pushback from the recipient of the truth. I just want to say, hold space for this individual, because when you just take a step back and observe, you can see all the pain that somebody is in. So there's no need to bicker and fuss and go back and forth, if this person lashes out, whatever. What's important is you express your truth, you assert your boundaries, and you do what's best for you. Okay? And either this person is going to respect it or they're not. And that's their loss. You know what I mean? So, it could be your boss, and you if if being disrespected and being undervalued is a prerequisite to holding any position, I highly advise that you leave it anyway. So what I'm saying is, if you're afraid that you might lose your position as a byproduct of speaking up, this isn't a position for you anyway. And that goes back to what Spirit was saying in the beginning about being authentic and stop making things so complicated, because you could literally show up as you are, and you could have boundaries, and you could communicate like an emotionally regulated, functioning, mature adult. And there are spaces and places and people that will be able to receive you. You don't have to fake the funk. You don't have to fake the funk with anybody. And again, this is particularly coming from a masculine. This is this is pertaining to masculine energy. This is pertaining to not even just masculine energy, but male specifically. Take what resonates, okay? But there's an emphasis on men, and there's an emphasis on fathers. And not only do you have this father wound, but the people that you feel suppressed by have a father wound as well. So it's like you're two sides of the same coin. And these people are showing up like your father. There's also there's just so much about the father. There's just so much about the father. A lot of you, again, this is another very specific message, and take what resonates. But there's a lot of you that have actually lost your father in the physical realm, that are grieving the loss of your father, and that grief is like stagnant in your body, and you don't talk about it. It hasn't been like fully expressed. Maybe you haven't fully mourned. I don't know how you could ever fully mourn. And I'm sorry to whoever that pertains to. I don't know how you could ever fully mourn the loss of a parent. I don't even know if that's possible. But there's just, Spirit is just pointing to the fact that there's just a lot of grief around the father. So if you have a father and there is a chance you could mend that relationship, reach out, speak up. Like, speak up. And yeah, you might get some retaliation, but it's important that you get this off of you. And if your father isn't here, write a letter to him, or pray to him, or light a candle and pour a glass of water and venerate him, uplift his spirit, like talk to him. They're here. And one message coming from specifically from fathers who have transitioned. This could also be a grandfather, any paternal figure in your life. It could be an uncle, whoever has transitioned. They're saying there's a reason things had to be the way they are. Things had to be the way that they are. Things had to be the way that they are. And that's just speaking to the divine plan. There was a reason why they chose to transition at the time that they chose to transition. A lot of them are doing a lot of work for you on the other side that they weren't going to be able to do here in this incarnation without transcending into the other realm. But they're not gone, So you don't have to... That's so tough. Like, I can feel the grief. There aren't any words. But I would really like to encourage people to sustain that connection with your loved ones even after they transition, because they're still here and they're still working, and they speak to us all the time, whether that's through people or signs or numbers or texts and books. Like, or, you know, you might be passing in conversation or passing someone having a conversation and, you know, they say something your dad said, or they're playing a song that your dad likes. You know, they're always sending us messages, and I just would encourage people to kick it with them like they still here. Because they are. And the more that you spend time in their presence, the more that you spend devoted time in their presence in the same way you would with any other relationship in the physical realm, naturally the stronger that connection gets, just like with anyone else in the physical realm. You know, like, there's a lot of reminiscing on the loss. There's a heavy energy of mourning. There's a heavy reminiscing on the time of this transition, the time that your father transitioned and how that affected you, how that affected your family. It's a lot. And there's also, there was a message pertaining to certain things that your father left behind that was instilled in you, you also need to lay to rest. Like when he was laid to rest, there are aspects of him that live in you that also need to be laid to rest. So just think about maybe the not so, and you know, everything serves a purpose, but some things, you know, some purposes run their course. And there's something that you've inherited from your father that you, like a modality you're still operating from that's no longer serving you, is hindering you. And he's saying, the masculine is saying, like, you know, like it needed to go with me. Like, don't continue that. Like, I've been laid to rest, so lay that to rest. Lay it to rest. Lay it to rest. Lay it to rest. And I just, not just with, you know, pertaining to modalities, for lack of a better word, that they gave you, or old programming, but lay that grief to rest. Lay the heartbreak to rest. Lay it to rest. Like, give it to him. Give it to him. And he'll take it and he'll transmute it and use it for your benefit. So just congregate with your fathers, living or in the physical or non-physical. There's an emphasis on the father. Again, and also going back, I know that I said that the lashing out solely pertained to the masculines, but I just remembered that there was also another message. It's not just the masculines. There's a lot of like acting out right now. A lot of people are acting out. A lot of people are feeling a lot. It's the full moon. There's a lot of stuff coming up. But just observe. If you can, inshallah, you can just observe this person and not be riled up yourself and like react, because it's just not necessary. Just, okay, just chill. And just see it for what it is, which is grief. Somebody, you know, the harder somebody goes, the more you can, like, the more pain they're in, you know. So pray for them. Pray for them. Pray for yourself. You know, pray for your healing. Pray for their healing. And if you can't muster up to do that, pray for your protection, okay? Bless them. Send them on their way. God, go with God. Vaya con Dios. God bless you. Okay. I was gonna pull some cards, but I think y'all got it. I'll pull some cards. Let's just pull some cards for advice. Advice. What do they have to say? Let's see. Advice you have for the collective regarding this message. Exactly. Right. Totally. What messages do you have for the... Oh, hold on. Yeah, you see. So, yeah. We got the Justice card, we got the King of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Literally, just confirmation, just doing, taking care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Speak up for yourself. Protect yourself. It's the Nine of Pentacles is about pouring into yourself, adorning yourself. Speak up. Protect yourself. Protect your heart. King of Pentacles, that's the father. That's that masculine energy. And Justice coming in. Justin. Who's Justin? Justice is about just bringing back in that balance, balancing out this masculine energy by literally pouring into yourself, speaking up for yourself, writing, expressing yourself. It's important to express yourself. It's self-care. Like, take a bath, write a song, read a book, journal, write a poem, go to a cooking. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself to bring balance and harmony back into this energy of just overt masculinity. Bring balance and harmony back into you by taking, right, confirmation, by taking care of yourself and by taking care of yourself. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm getting to exactly. They're talking as much as she is, so take care of yourself. Bring balance and harmony back in to ease this dominance of masculinity. And not only that, but pour into your to the wounds left by the masculine. Take care of it. Take care of it. Take care of it. And bring harmony back into your life. Bring balance back into your life by tending to the wounds left by the loss of a father, the absence of a father. Just pour into yourself. Take care of yourself. Exactly. Oh my God. Oh my. Exactly. Take care of yourself. Some of y'all need to leap into somebody's arms. She hasn't done this. She hasn't done this since she was like a kitten. This girl is almost 3. So yeah, maybe let somebody hold you. Exactly. Tell him. Right. Take care of yourself. Hold a cat. You know. Go to somebody that can nurture you. That could love on you. Right, Shaka? Exactly. So that's the message, y'all. Hope it resonated. Comment below. Let me know whether it did or not. You can DM me to book a personal reading. Share with anyone that it'll resonate with. And I will talk to you guys next week.